Welcome back to another video. So this will be regarding Zoo. This will be a text-to-CAD generative AI. And as we can see over here, we have a prompt: design a mounting plate that is 12-inch wide, 6-inch tall, put 4 holes in each corner, as you can see over here. So I give this a try. So let's take a look at this. So design a Lego brick. We're gonna see the following file formats. So the first will be polygonal models. And at the end we're going to have a step file, so this will be the only CAD file out of all of those. If I'm going to download this directly on my desktop, if I will now drag and drop that from the desktop, this will be the brick. And as you can see, if I will go with the measure tool, the height of the brick will be 3.2 millimeters. So even though I didn't specify that, as you can see over here, we see the height of the Lego brick will be 3.2. Now, since I didn't specify other details, we see that the tool generated the following Lego brick. This will be, in total, we'll have 12 of those cylindric elements. And over here I did another approach, so design a 4 9-inch rear disc brake. So as you can see, this has been the output, so quite far from what it should have been. As we can see over here, the profile should be like this. So this can mostly be obtained using a shaft in CATIA or a revolve feature around the axis, and that can define the main profile. And afterwards we have multiple cutouts in that. But we see it didn't manage to process that. But if I will go over here with the Lego brick, let's say that we want to design a 2x4 Lego brick. Let's see if that will be created better. So in order to create a new prompt, I will go over here. So 2x4 Lego brick, I will hit submit. And also let's take a look at the processing time, because over here with the Ford I tried to add additional information regarding the diameters and so, and it failed. So this was also generated using ChatGPT in this case, so maybe the information is not that precise. We see over here a wide variety of values, but this was too complex for this. But now for the Lego brick, we see that for this generic Lego brick it didn't have any problem, and now for the 2x4 Lego brick I'm sure that again it will not have any problem. The main problem is that a Lego brick in reality should also have a drafted angle inwards. Over here I don't think that this is the case. As we can see over here we have 90 degrees over here as well, 90 degrees. So in reality this should be drafted, and the Lego brick is quite a complex model, so most people think that is just a simple extrude with some cylinders, but in reality we have a lot of drafted angles over there. We see the Lego brick still generating, and I know that this should finish in around 5 minutes. As you can see, I don't have any paid version of the software, so this is available for free. We have a notification at the top, so this is an old version. So please download the latest alpha version. And if I'm going to jump back to their main page, this will be the main page. And we see over here various case studies. So we have a flat bladed impeller. As you can see over here, usually for impellers, the design is a little bit complex. But since this is flat, this is mostly, let's say, extrude feature. We have a helical gear over here and 5-point star. So these are the case studies that are highlighted by their directly on their web page. Keep in mind that this is within public alpha, so this is quite new. but I'm sure that this tool will start getting a lot better. So over here they added multiple parts for all those social media aspects over here. So let's see with the 2x4 Lego brick if the model will be generated. Meanwhile, if I will go over here within the pricing, let's take a look at this. Pay as you go. Get started with 43 minutes. So afterwards, we see the cost 0.5 per minute for additional usage. This, in my opinion, is quite expensive considering the time to process a simple 2x4 Lego brick, as you can see over here. We also have the following modeling app over here, so let me open that. As you can see, this will mostly use code in order to generate those. So we have a flange over here, we have diameters, again not sure if this is quite useful because we can use even FreeCAD to generate this, and you will have it parametrically, so not defined by a code, but you will have the constraints and you can easily change that. But we see in this case for a flange, this code can be used. So we see the mounting hole diameter over here specified, the circular pattern, and again at the end we see the model. So in this case it was exported as a GLTF file, that is not a CAD format. So we still have the 2x4 Lego brick processing over here. When I generated the initial Lego brick, I felt like this was processed a lot faster. For example, if I will go with the other file format, for example GLTF, if I will download this will be mostly unusable, especially within CATIA. So if I will go on the desktop, we see the GLTF. If I'm gonna drag and drop that, that will not be a viable file format. Let me try SolidWorks and see if the newer version will open that, because we can save GLB files from SolidWorks. So let's drag and drop that. GLTF file, drag and drop. As we can see, that will not load over here. Okay, and we have the 2x4 Lego brick over here. I will download this as a step file. And if I'm going to open this, for example within SolidWorks, let's take a look at the dimensional values. Sure, this was also done at that height. So this should be 3.2 millimeters, so just like the other one. But again, we won't have that drafted angle over here. So that's again not available. If I'm gonna go over here within a section in the part, for example within this plane, if I will draw a sketch over here, okay, so for some reason that is not a viable plane over here within that. Okay, so let me just select the right plane, and now this will be a viable option. And as you can see over here, we're gonna have those 90-degree angles. So if I'm gonna measure those 90, so just like the model from CATIA, where we had the possibility directly to use measure between, and we had the angle listed over here. I'm pretty sure that SolidWorks has a similar functionality over here within the evaluate. Okay, so this was regarding Zoo Text-to-CAD. Let me know in the comment section what is your opinion regarding this. Because overall I feel like for simple models it can be in some case used, but these are the type of models that can be easily generated within CAD solutions. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this kind of content. I will position a similar video on the left side, and I will also add the subscribe button to the right. So that's it for now.